just being able to work with my peers and learn from each other and share stories and understand like people's different background and learning a lot more about how people think and working with folks. And it's really enjoyable and makes the experience really exciting and makes me want to come back again year after year.
You feed your brain with information. Having an outlet to do something with that knowledge is something else. Apali is a place for dialogue, it's a place of learning, but it's also a place of action.
There's still discrimination out there, Until discrimination is eliminated, we need an Apali, but we need to integrate ourselves with the larger society. And of course, until it's reflective in the corporations, in our judiciary, in our legislative branches, and all elected offices up and down the ladder.
For the Summer Youth Leadership Academy, which is a 5-week program, I think the critical work we do there is through a classroom setting, an actual college course, we allow students to explore two things and the intersection of those two things. The two things we allow people to explore and encourage them to explore is what does it mean to be Asian American in the United States? And if the other avenue or the other strand is what opportunities are there and what might be the importance of those opportunities to get involved in your community? And so combining Asian American identity and what that means for people and the opportunity to get involved in their community is something we allow students to explore.
A lot of people think that today is like the melting pot is you're supposed to lose something in yourself to become American, but you can still be a proud American and still get this information education through ethnic studies.
For the adults, we have two programs. We've got the Civic Leadership Program, which is, again, a college course officially, a 12-week program that invites young professionals, mid-career folks who are interested in finding how they could be more civically involved and the opportunities for that, whether it's maybe even in the corporate sector through positions like government affairs or through the public sector, government positions, public administration or elected positions, and nonprofits as well. The last program for adults we have is the Senior Fellows Program. And the Senior Fellows Program works with kind of a unique group in the sense that many of the folks are in official positions of leadership, whether it's in government or whether it's in the corporate sector or whether it's in the nonprofit sector. And again, we create an educational forum for people to share their experiences, reflect upon them, and think about the connections between if they're of various ethnic backgrounds, particularly ones that are underrepresented, what that means for them personally, and then how does that connect up to the meaningful work they are hoping to do in their communities and through their organizations and institutions.
It's just, I couldn't imagine my life not without the program, because it just affected, like I'm thinking right now, I'm flashing back to like my experiences, and it's very emotional because it's bringing back like the intensity of the information that is given and that is talked and that is discussed.
One more thing I want to know about Apali, I try to tell as many people as possible. Because I tell everybody about Apali that it does say Asian Pacific American in the title, but it really doesn't the experience you get there is really applicable to all communities, right? And I welcome anybody, even if you have an Asian American background or not, to join Apali and to have the experience here, especially Latino students. I would love to see more Latino students and Asian American students together and learning the same histories and sharing with each other. But I think it's very universal across the board.
And it wasn't until I went through Apali and met so many wonderful people and really challenged my way of thinking about what it meant to be a leader. That you don't have to be this guy in a $5,000 suit and, but it was really about empathy, and it was about looking at other people, figuring out how you can help them and looking to lift them up in life.
I really needed to kind of move beyond my civil rights activist self and get more into the mainstream and be that bridge between the immigrant community and the mainstream community. And I think that the Civic Leadership Program helped me say the calling for getting involved in the community was much more higher than I ever thought.
I've never been involved in this kind of program before, and so it gave me new experiences that I could use in the future. And it also impacted me very much with working with other people from different backgrounds, because I usually work people that are similar to my background when it comes to organizing or activism. And so Apali gave me the opportunity to work with different kinds of people.
And I really thought hard and said that, you know what, I'm going to run for city council, and I will still stay active as a board of directors of the Cupertino Chamber and prove to myself that I can be a mainstream candidate and serve everybody in the community.
The remarkable thing about Apali is that it continues to grow exponentially, phenomenally. It continues to go to the next level year after year after year. And that keeps the attraction of our AT&T leadership here in California to invest in Apali and its graduates.
It gets Asian Americans out of the classroom and into the field and dealing with people. And so if you look at leadership, it's really leadership. It's really people skills, and getting them to interact with people and deal with people, and to recognize what that takes to do. So if they can do that younger, great. I like that.
Having young people trained and cultivated to serve the community, so that they could carry the same kind of torch to also to cultivate and train another generation of young people, and that is something that I feel is worth every penny of my support.